It's going on this YouTube over.
Hey guys, my name's Melissa. I've had 10 plastic surgeries to become an influencer. However, my dream soon turned into a nightmare. I was always an ugly child. I had a best friend who was very attractive, so kids at school would call us Beauty and the Beast. They were cruel to me all the time. After being bullied mercilessly and tired of people frowning at the sight of me, I decided that I have to change. I wanted to be like one of those reality TV stars and influencers that everyone admired. I saved some money from my job and went to the surgeon and fixed my nose and ears. And after the operation, I got an immediate reaction. Guys flirted with me. Girls were staring at me with jealous looks. I looked like a different person. I even sometimes introduced myself with a different name, Jane. And I loved being Jane. I was hooked. I was starved for attention, and as soon as I got it, I wanted more. I started planning my other surgeries, but not everybody was happy with these changes. First, my best friend started telling me that I've changed too much. She hated that I'm finally prettier than her, so I just stopped talking to her. My brother would tease me about my surgeries too, but I didn't care. I got a breast enlargement and was as happy as ever. I started taking pictures of myself, posting them on Instagram, and in a month I got like 20,000 followers. People thought I was beautiful. Even my brother's best friend agreed. Since I had my surgery, his best friend Harry started coming to our house more often. He'd tell me that I had beautiful curves, that he couldn't keep his eyes off of me, even joked about hanging my picture in his bedroom just to see me every day. I'd sometimes see him sneaking a peek when I'd go to change my clothes. I felt admired and attractive, but it wasn't enough. I didn't want to be just beautiful. I wanted to be famous. So I got butt implants. I'd get messages from people telling me how inspiring I am and how they're jealous of my looks. Nobody had ever told me that before. But this one incident that happened soon after nearly destroyed me. You see, they weren't the only messages I started getting. There was this one mysterious account that got my attention. It started texting me 10 times every single day. They weren't insults. They were compliments, I guess. He'd write me that he wants to touch me all over or something like that. I was grossed out, so I ignored it. But then he started commenting under my pictures things like, "Write me back or you'll be sorry." I became paranoid. I tried looking at his profile, but there were no pictures. And the most creepy thing is, I was the only person he was following. And it got worse and worse. One time, I was coming back home from the mall, and I got this message from him. I opened it and nearly dropped my phone. There was a picture of me going home alone. Was he following me? I ran back home, locked the doors, and felt my heart beating so fast. I thought that I should calm down, sleep, and in the morning decide what I should do. But the morning brought me more fear. I opened my Instagram, and there it was. Another picture of me. But this time, oh God, it was taken literally from the doorstep of my home. I screamed. I went and checked every door and every window of my home, but they were all locked. Then Harry came downstairs. Harry looked at me and said, "Hey, beautiful," with this creepy smile. I didn't know why I'd never noticed it before, but it was uncomfortable. And then it hit me. Harry was sleeping at our house tonight. He knew what I was doing most of the time, and he always made these creepy, sleazy comments. It wasn't just some stranger, it was him. All morning, I was watching him, listening to what he was saying. We were all having breakfast sitting near the table, and Harry looked at me and said, "Your breasts look juicy in these pajamas." I just snapped. I took out my phone, showed him the pictures he sent me, and told him that I'm gonna call the police. He looked stunned for a second. Yes, I got him. But then he started laughing. He gave me back my phone and told me, "I have no idea what this is." I threatened to call the police again and then they'll figure it out. He said, "Do that," and laughed it off. I was mad as hell, but it seemed like he was innocent. I went back to my bedroom, confused and scared that it might really be a stranger. I locked my door just in case, spent the day in bed, and only came downstairs to help my mom prepare dinner. But it was hard as I kept thinking about this stalker. I couldn't take it anymore, so I took my phone and wrote him, "Why are you doing this?" Then the craziest thing happened. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I saw that somebody's phone on the table lit up because of the Instagram notification from me. My heart was beating so fast. I was right. I took the phone and recognized it immediately. It was my brother's. My own brother was stalking me and writing me these messages. He was sitting on the sofa. I walked up to him, dropped his phone, and said, "What the hell?" As soon as he looked at his phone, he understood that he was busted. Then he simply smiled and told me, "You want to look like trash? You're going to be treated like it." God, I couldn't even look at him anymore. I told my mom that I'm not feeling well, ran back to my room, and cried the whole night. Yeah, I was treated horribly when I was at school, but my own family hurt me way worse. I deleted my account instantly and started packing my things. I couldn't be under the same roof as him anymore. My friend took me in and helped me recover after all of this. After a while, it seemed to get better. I still felt disgusted. Anytime a man looked at me, I remembered his words. Until I found this one amazing man. I met him in a cafe, introduced myself as Jane, and after a week or so, we started dating. I thought everything was going so well, but then the most terrible thing happened. My implants caused an infection, and I needed to replace them. I thought, this was it. My boyfriend will leave me, and my influencer career is over. Surprisingly, not only did he not leave me, but he also said he loves the way I am, and we will go through it together. Then I found the courage to share my story on Instagram. And you know what? My career didn't end, and my fan base had the biggest growth spurt ever.
Did you like this story?